I was very lucky at the end of 2015, or in 2015, at the end of my first year of fellowship, to receive the Queenan Fellowship for Investigator-Initiated Research. And a lot of people ask me, how did this study come about? So it was very serendipitous. And I think that's part of a lot of how people fall into the right place at the right time. But Blair Wiley is my mentor, and she, the Botswana-Harvard partnership came to her and really said, we're looking at a signal between HIV and preterm birth in Botswana, and we want to study it more and figure out where to start. And Blair said, oh, well, I have a fellow that might be interested in this, and asked me if I would be interested. And I was like, yeah, are you kidding? I've been actually interested in HIV and pregnancy since I was in medical school, since maybe before then, and had done work on it in residency. So this was right down my alley, and I was really excited to get started. So we worked for my first year of fellowship on developing a grant application, which ultimately went to the Queenan Fellowship, and we received this fellowship, which has really been the cornerstone of my MFM fellowship, really made my fellowship. So a big thank you to the Pregnancy Foundation and to Dr. Queenan. After about 7 or 8 months of the HRDC having, this is the arm of the Ministry of Health in Botswana, about 7 or 8 months later after they had my application, they gave me approval to start this study. So that was a little bit of a glitch, considering all of my research time was in my second year of fellowship. So there's been some creativity here created. So I went for 4 weeks in February and March of 2016. So part of the way I fit my calls and kind of coerce my co-fellows to still like me in doing this project is I usually go half month to half month. So I do my calls at the beginning of the month, and then I do my calls at the end of the month when I come home, and I just say thank you a million times in between. So I went for a study planning visit in February and March. And this was for relationship building, which is really, really, really important when doing global health work. I applied and received ethics committee approval from the hospital that I'm working in, Scottish Livingstone Hospital, and I tried to figure out how I was going to schedule patients for ultrasound and to come for ultrasound at the proper gestational age. All right, and then starting in April, we recruited patients. So in April to May, I was there for 4 weeks. That's when we started to recruit patients. In July, Katie's in the back here, I see. Katie's going to be a fellow at the BI next year, and she was in Botswana for other reasons, working with the Botswana-Harvard partnership, and was able to recruit patients a couple days a week there for the cervical length study. I then went back September, October for 4 weeks, and then I just returned from Botswana on Saturday. I was there for 2 weeks to do another recruitment push and really say hi and keep a hand in. And then from then on, there's been gradual and in the times that I have not been able to be there myself, there's been some gradual patient recruitment. At least we've been working towards that. The plan is to complete the study by June of 2017. That is the month that I finished my fellowship, so I really hope that I'm finished by then. So we're doing gradual recruitment from now through that time. I'm going to do another recruitment push when I have a month I go back on kind of elective research time in April and May. I'll be there for 4 weeks. And we did outreach already for that, so we're all prepared to go out. And data analysis and manuscript completion in May and June of this year. Designing, implementing a study in a country that is not your own is hard, and it's really important to relationship build quickly and be able to talk with patients, find someone who can translate for you when a patient doesn't speak English. You need consents in 2 languages or more. You need to get extra IRB approval and ethics approval. You need to learn how to rent a car and drive on the wrong side of the road and drive yourself an hour to the hospital. And so those are challenges. The recruitment target of HIV-infected patients has been a challenge, and we're still working on that. Outreach has been important, and really trying to encourage the midwives to especially send their HIV-infected patients. And then there's limited time in Botswana as an MFM fellow. These are, very warm acknowledgments and thank yous that go out to my group in Botswana, Mr. Mangochi, my research assistant here, Findo, who has been with me every single time I recruit a patient, and it's been wonderful. Our little, being friends with her and forming her relationship with her has been fun. Her mom took this picture, and she doesn't know how to use an iPhone, so I didn't really fit in, but I think that's kind of cute. Rebecca Zash and Roger Shapiro are my infectious disease colleagues through the Botswana-Harvard Partnership, who have been unendingly helpful. They have been on the phone with me, Skyping weekly when I'm in Botswana with Blair, and it's been really wonderful to have that support while away, which is really, really important when you're doing this work. And big shout out to Angelique Kaimal, my fellowship director, who has worked with me and allowed me time to be away, and countless letters to ABOG to see whether it's okay for me to go again, and my co-fellows for helping me to share the call and take the brunt of the work when I'm away. And then most of all, thank you to Blair, who has really been an amazing mentor and really made this project work and pushed me and held me back and in all the right ways, and has always kind of helped me to move forward one step at a time with this project. And it's so important to kind of keep the momentum going and keep feeling positively, and Blair has been really wonderful, so thank you so much.